I've been watching Italy for the longest while, and this video is entitled um, Italy versus Europe, the European community, and unstable Italy, stable Vatican. Now, in my view, Italy is just waiting to be a sort of cog in the spoke of Europe. Already it isn't necessarily the most efficient and most successful economy up there, but I think that this European economic community is not going to be a success. So Italy is there to make it happen, not to be successful. The Vatican, as opposed, well, let me put it this way: Italy has been so unstable. They've had so many governments in the long term here that you want to know if it's a viable society. But on the other hand, you have popes who are, you know, being there until they die, or if as the last one they resign and so on, and there seems to be a stability. Now, is this by chance or is this by design? I don't want to be scandalous, but from my history, I learned that many of the people in the Catholic Church, maybe popes and bishops and priests and cardinals and all them, just have kids outside, you know. And even though this guy might be married to this lady and she like the priest, whatever, and they have something going on and the baby's coming up, she might not even tell the husband that this is not yours, this is, you know, this guy over here. And so this guy over here is going to ensure that this child gets, you know, be taken care of, good education, good connections, and so on. And I suspect that many of the people high up in Italian politics might be kids of these Catholic Church people and so on. And so just as how we have over here these secret societies, these children, offspring, and other influences, position people, they're just doing the bidding of the church. And so they maybe will signal to them, yeah, Scuttled, and the government collapse, and so on. And so when Europe think that everything is going good and they're about to achieve the zenith and the pinnacle of success, and say, you see the European Union work, Italy come and say, oh man, you know, man, we don't know what's happening here. Things are bad over here. The economy is about to collapse ours. And so Europe can get to step back a little bit because they're part of the union. Of course, the Catholic Church wants to look stable and look smart and look very efficient and prolific and so on, because they have this design on they want to bring back the Roman Empire and rule the world. And what a good thing to do is to start practicing, as it were. But, you know, my continuing theme is that I think these guys are not serious. You know, the Pope is not serious. Because this last one here now, as soon as he was elected, he gone down to Brazil and gone through Latin America over there. And I know that Latin America is their sort of domain. You see, Christopher Columbus and all these Europeans that came out here into the West, generally people think that they were just explorers and they're just trying to you know, sail the sea, to like the sea, and then oops, look, we find a piece of land over here and so on. No, this was by design. Somehow somebody got to them and tell them, go and conquer more territories, because Latin America would be willingly to fall in with any Roman Empire that's coming up or any Catholic move. And so Brazil and Mexico and all these people up there, they're just waiting for the Pope to say, yeah, and they're going to we're ready to join this Roman Empire and so on. And this was the whole purpose with Columbus and all these people in coming out here, so as to extend the papacy, which is going to flip one day and go on sort of Roman Empire. Yeah, and so this is just the way I see it. I just see that Italy is there and unstable because by design, and to show that the Vatican is stable. And when they're ready to think that they have everything together and they're going to ready to flip and so on. But what is so amazing is that are they the ones behind all these problems we have in the world, like in the Middle East, and even Nazism and communism and all this stuff, bringing on stupid stuff to put the world in a bad place? So that, because you see, the Bible says the world is going to wander after the church, after the Pope. And this Pope, he's going around and trying to prematurely saying, yes, we're ready for the Papa, bring on, bring down Europe, bring down the Middle East, and tear up the world and tear up the economy of the West, and then we can be kind of in a position. But my question is, do they have the money to run the world? That's the question. And if you don't have the money, you're just wasting time. You're just, showing a fictitious kind of streak. Because you're gonna become the emperor of the world and everything and so on, but no money to run things. So how this thing is gonna prosper? I know that things are gonna be real scarce and difficult, but if you're so clamoring or seriously want this job, show me the money. I know things happening in the basement over there. I don't want to get into my speculation, but how they might be thinking that the little money they're raising up, they're gonna be it. But you need some serious money to run this world, and I think you're talking about 100 trillion perhaps a year. I don't know, something around that. Do they have that kind of money? Italy, you don't even have all that kind of money, much less them.